咁好多人咧講起而家啲騎師咧，就會講到咧就係年紀大少少嗰班咧就經驗咧老到啦，年紀細啲嗰班咧就體能咧就充沛喎嚇。好啦，勞愛德先生，你覺得邊樣嘢緊要啲咧？係經驗定係體能咧
I think youth is great. You know, with youth normally comes a lot more hunger and keenness, which is all great. But I think, you know, especially the big occasions, sometimes, unless they're really special, the youth can be found out where experience sort of steps in. So yeah, I think in a place like Hong Kong where real pressure racing, I think experience is a big plus.
咁作為前輩啦，咁面對住咁多後輩嘅時候，勞愛德有冇咩意見係俾啲後生嗰班騎師係可以提升下自己嘅咧嚇
I think that there is obviously a multiple of things, but if I had to point one thing, I still stick down to dedication. People want to see dedication. The rest will come. If you're dedicated and you've got the ability, you know, you can lose your ability if you're not dedicated. It don't matter how good you are. People will start losing respect for you. So I reckon people want to see a kid with a level head and dedication. Yeah, nothing worse than seeing talent go to someone's head.
我有時真係唔係好明啊，因為有啲咧見習生一出嚟嘅時候咧，真係好有天分，好搶眼嘅。但係點解最後咧就好似唔記得影，一事無成咁嘅咧嚇
Probably we get thrown in at a pretty young age, and you know, all of a sudden, I suppose that most jobs you do sort of you get to the top slowly. Where here, if you're successful, you get given, especially in Hong Kong, they are fortunate enough to have a lot of help with their £10 claim, and because of this, they are all thrown with some very good rides, and success will come very quickly for them, the youngsters in Hong Kong, if they've got talent. And they've got to learn to realise that this is short term, and they've got to improve because it's not there forever. So yeah, that's something I think the kids have got to keep in mind.
除咗見習生之外咧，其實好多人都會犯呢個錯嘅喎。
Yeah. Even, you know, you see some jockey battle for a long time and without success, and all of a sudden gets it and he changes, you know, and the hunger's not there anymore, and lifestyle changes with a glamour, not only in racing, in any sport. And yeah, level head will always get you far.
咁勞愛德諗翻自己後生嘅時候咧，又覺得即係當年自己有冇啲嘢其實係可以再改進啲嘅咧
？No. When I look back, I think you criticise yourself a lot, which is not a bad thing. I probably was a little hard on myself at times when I look back now, thinking that you are young, you are going to make mistakes. But I think when you're younger, you want to reach such a high level that every time things go wrong, you sort of wonder how fire's going to knock you back. And yeah, probably a bit hard on myself, but otherwise, I've been pretty positive.
你會點樣建議咧其他人去克服自己嘅弱點㗎啦？不過我認為咧，要揾出自己嗰啲弱點咧，其實都好難。
I often find it the hardest. You're probably the hardest person yourself to find your own weakness. I have a lot of respect for a lot of people, and to me, I love it when somebody can pick up something. I've ridden for a couple of good trainers in the past that know my way of riding and would pick up a weakness or something I was doing wrong. And often you go through a lapse of form and you can't work it out, and you keep looking at videos and you don't see it, but sometimes it comes from somebody else, and that's often happened to me in the past.
咁勞愛德啦，去過唔同嘅地方比賽啦，南非啊、澳洲啊等等啦，佢都咧係留低過好多嘅日子嘅。喺唔同嘅馬場裏邊咧，喺唔同嘅國家裏邊咧，有啲咩分別嘅咧
？Different lifestyle. If we're talking about lifestyle, I think, you know, Hong Kong it's probably a lot smaller when you compare it to South Africa and Australia, but you've got everything here, and you know, a lot of places are pretty close to here, which is good. The lifestyle itself, I think we're spoilt. I think you've got everything here, you know, on your doorstep, and we love it here. So yeah.
其實講起嚟咧，你喺好多個地方咧都係有策騎過啦，好似係喺南非啊、澳洲啊、香港咁啦。咁喺咁多地方咧，你又都有好好嘅表現嘅喎。其實你點比較呢幾個地方咧？
Yeah, they are, you know, obviously much bigger places to get around. You know, Australia or South Africa, it's flying everywhere and a lot of travelling. Where Hong Kong is very more smaller in a small area and easier to get around. Everything's sort of on your doorstep. Everything's half an hour away, which is great. I think we're pretty spoilt being here. You've got everything you need, and it's only an hour or two away from some beautiful islands if you need to get out as well.
其實勞愛德咧，你想唔想喺馬場上咧會有多啲嘅變化㗎啦？即係你最嚮往係咩咧？會唔會淨係想喺 A、B、C 3條跑道裏邊咧去鑽研嘅咧？
I just find these tracks are very, very challenging. You never sort of get fed up with them or bored with them. Every time you go, you can come home and everything's gone wrong for you, and other meetings go great. So you're never quite sure how your meeting's going to go, and I think that's a big plus for the track. You know, you want this, you know, where you know it's challenging and jockeys. It brings out the best in a jockey. So I think you've got only 2 tracks, but I feel it's enough.
當然啦，最好嘅騎師咧都唔可以日日贏㗎。咁啊問勞愛德就啱㗎啦。喺好嘅日子同埋喺比較差嘅日子，點樣去度過嘅咧
？Obviously, a winning day is everybody's on a high. The mood's good when you get home. The drinks taste better. Everything improves, you know. But I think it's more important how you approach a bad day, which is always tough. And yeah, it's never easy to, especially if you're at fault. You've made the mistake. You know, often you go home without a winner, but you're very happy with your day, and you've done well, and owners and trainers have been happy with your riding. That's the main thing. When you've got home, that you haven't upset anyone, win or lose. So yeah, I'm very easy with myself not having a winner, but I'm not easy on myself if I've upset someone through a bad ride.
咁失望咗幾耐咧？
Yeah, it can stay with me a while. It can, you know, till the next winner, and then everything's forgotten. Try and get rid of it as quick as possible. Yeah.